I'm in Salad and I saw Minions. It is directed by Kyle Balda and Pierre Coffin. When I first saw this movie, I saw it on like Netflix or something at my cousin's house, and I was like, "Hey, that looks kind of stupid." That was my first impression back in 2015. And then I saw the movie. I saw like about half of it, and I was like, I can't do it anymore. But I watched it again, and I have different thoughts on him. So the movie starts. It starts with the timeline establishing the minions. They're they've started off as single-celled organisms, which is pretty cool because everyone has started as a single-celled organism, but they're specifically yellow, and they evolved throughout time to serve masters. And yeah, they serve the worst masters in history, and I mean the worst ones, and they also accidentally kill them all. It's not good. I mean, I don't know what part is good, the minions killing them or the minions serving the bad guys. I'm not going to decide for now, but I'm just going to say that they're just messing a lot of things up to the point where they shoot a cannon bomb at this place. What was it called? It was somewhere, but they were in a cave. They had to retreat to a cave, which was pretty sad. There's a whole lot of like action scenes between all of this shenanigans, I guess. Wow, there's a lot. But like for me, personally, it's like, okay, cool action shots, I guess. This is a nice little establishing of the minions. I liked that part. I guess the story, the actual story starts halfway through the movie when they get into the 60s. It's now the 60s, and they're trying to go to this place. What place are we going to, minions? They want to go to another place. They're going to this convention. They're trying to find a master because they're so sad. They've been stuck in isolation 5 ever. I would also be very sad if I was stuck in isolation 5 ever. But you know what? The minions had each other. I'm actually curious as to how many minions there are now, and how do they reproduce? I've just it's also like, is the population going up or down or staying the same in those caves? How do they get food? How do they get water? When a minion dies, do they eat the other minions? How do they survive? How do they survive so many years of just no food, no water? How? I mean, minions, they presumably last forever, I guess, because you got Kevin, Bob, Stuart, those 3 guys. Those are pretty much the main minions. They've showed up in the original Despicable Me movies. So the fact that they're here, it means they are very old. Wow. Or you know what? They clone a body and they put themselves into that body using advanced technologies that we've never seen the likes before. And that's how the minions keep going. Yeah, that's how it works. I'm just so confused. How? How do they last so long? But anyway, you got the minions. They're on the side of the road. Kevin, Stuart, Bob, those 3. They are allowed to kind of roam. It's much easier to have like 3 minions roam than like 1,000,000 minions roam. I don't know what their numbers are at this point, but it's a lot. They're hitchhiking. It's like, hey, give me a ride. Give me a ride, please. And they happen to find a person who's going to the same place they're going. The Villain Con! Wow, I can't believe it! Minions are going to their destination! There's so much happening. The road trip is pretty cool. It's a nice road trip. I want to be on that road trip right now. But, you know, minions eventually get to the convention. And they meet a girl. By girl, I mean a woman. A woman that they've seen on TV in passing before. And I like how they show the TVs. It's like all in black and white. It's like I also like the animation on the TVs too. But you got you get to see Scarlet Overkill. I love that name. Just because A, it is a color, and B, it's overkill. C, it's a color of blood specifically, and D, it's overkill. And you know what? I honestly respect her, but her first interaction with the minions, when they meet her, she's like, "Alright, guys, you want a master? You want somebody to serve? Okay, I'm gonna serve you. I'm gonna serve you a dish of, hey, steal this crown, or else I'm going to murder you. That's the dish that I'm serving. If you do not enjoy this dish, then you have no choice. This is the entree that I'm forcing you to eat." And so, what happens? They go fast. They gotta go fast. I love how fast they go. Especially, the scene transitions are fun. I like the scene transitions. You also got, they're going fast. They have a crown. They find the crown. They capture the crown. There's a whole, like, heist going on. But in classic minion fashion, one of them does a bad. And what happens when you do a bad? You got the alarms going off. Bam, 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 alarms. No, not the alarms. Also, Scarlet Overkill's here to kill you because you set off the alarms and you didn't get the thing. She's gonna take the crown for herself, and she's also gonna kill you, but you know what? One of the minions is like, "Hey, I'm gonna pull out this sword," which is from a classic fairy tale, where if you pull out the sword, you're the king, and so he's the king! Wow! Who knew a minion is a king of a country? I want to see those minions' policies. What are your taxes rates going to be like, minion? Are you going to make sure there are no taxes ever, and instead you're going to steal money? But, well, okay. That's the same thing. Minion, are you going to have all the minions come? Because, hey, I didn't mention, but you know, the minions are coming. There's a bunch of minions. They're like, "Hey, I found a person that we want to be friends with, and we want to serve and protect." The minions like, "Oh, I'm a king now, ooh." And you know what sucks? He gives the authority back to the girl, so she's queen. And Scarlet Witch is like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you anyway. Haha, sucks for you, even though I'm queen. Ha, sucks for you. Bad. This is bad. You done a bad thing. Well, you did a good thing for me, but you did a bad thing for you and for everybody else." They're on so many... There's just so many things going on. It's just so ridiculous. There's a point where one of the characters, one of the minions, goes big. He goes big very fast. And he uses that bigness to fight off Scarlet Overkill. And she does overkill. She's like throwing missiles at him that he eats, and then he eventually explodes. But there's like a whole like fight scene. As far as the minions can go, I mean, it's still pretty adorable, and the animations also adorable, but also very, very similar to the other animations, which is consistent. I like consistency. But alas, Scarlet Overkill dies. She's gone. And the queen's back. She's like, "Hey, you are going to be a knight." And honestly, that's a pretty sweet deal. Well, actually, no, it's not. Because you were previously king. But you gave it up to a villain that you wanted to protect, who was going to kill you, but you still wanted to protect, and to not protect, but rather serve. You wanted to serve her, and you got demoted to a knight because the queen wants that authority still. But you're a knight. What does knighthood do? Do you get property? Do you get land? Do you have to pay taxes? I assume yes on all 3. And yeah, then the other minions come. Other minions come, they help fight off Scarlet at the end. But also, they come and they're like, hey, we got a new place now. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, I can't believe it. But anyway, did I say Scarlet dies? That was a misdirection. She actually doesn't. She actually instead goes to steal the crown, and guess who steals it from her? Gru. Wow, I can't believe it, Gru! You stole the crown! You must be a cool guy! And the minions are like, oh, I'm gonna serve and protect that guy. It's like, okay, Gru, how are you in London? This pretty much takes place in New York and then London. Gru, where are you from? I guess I probably missed it, but yeah, Gru, where are you from? Gru looks cool. I mean, young Gru's pretty rad. It's like, how old is Gru? This took place in 68. Gru must be really old. Or the movie must take place in the 80s or something. Wow. Crazy, huh? Well, anyway, that was the end of the movie. The movie was, other than, like, the key plot details, it was really goofy. And therefore, I forgot most of it. The goofy parts, because it's like, okay, get on with the plot, please. There's a whole lot of goofy parts. I'm not the audience for this, you know? So I gotta give this movie a solid 6 out of 10. If you like that content, I have more content on patreon.com/ASEpresents for $3 a month. You get some daily vlogs plus some extended mint salad saws. Also, $20 a month, you get 1 movie request per 1 month. So go check out patreon.com/ASEpresents. All other links to support me are in the link tree below. Linktree.com/itsmintsalad. Until next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.